Hey chicas, welcome back to another episode of It's for the Chicas. I'm Anaí.
And I'm Giselle, and this is episode 12.
Yay, episode 12.
Ooh.
Oops, sorry.
As you can see, today we have another guest. This is our second guest for 2023.
Yay.
We had to bring on our chica, Taylor Wells. Hi,
welcome in, Taylor.
Not my government name.
Is that your government name, though? Is that your real government name, though?
Who knows? Who really knows at this point?
Alright, we're having a lot of...
We're figuring out the lighting,
Yes.
guys. So we're trying to see, we've been messing with the settings. We're trying to see what works best for the camera itself, so we can start doing two angles differently, but we want to mess with the camera settings first, so that's why the lighting's a little different this time. And hopefully the clarity is better, though. Like, that's what we're hoping for, that the clarity will be better. But we are back with another episode. So just before we get started, how was y'all's week?
It was good. Mine was good. It was a lot of crap happened this week, but I got through it. Yeah, popped my tire, Robbie got sick.
Oh my god, dude, I forgot about that. You did have a really intense week.
But I had a fun weekend. Yesterday I went to the rodeo committee kickoff with my friend, and it was so much fun.
Oh my god, that
I love rodeo season.
I know, dude, you were like,
I'm
I'm so confused about the ticket. So it was like $85 for both nights?
Please, let's
So
figure that out.
it's
Last night I was
it's 85 per person for a tent.
For both nights. For one night.
Or is it?
Yes. For one night.
That's expensive to me.
No, yes, but we were asking people there, and they were saying like this year people are trying to sell them for $400.
Yeah, because I think like the most expensive I've ever paid is maybe like $60.
Yeah, I paid like 60.
Yeah, and that was like
and
the
he
day
said,
of.
it was like a big tent. I don't remember which one it was, but it was like one of the big ones.
What was the name that you were saying? Riches and something else?
Somebody said something about riches, and I was like, wait, 85 for both nights? Like, that's not bad. But then I was like, damn, almost $200 for like one night.
He was trying to sell.
I could drink? Like,
I know. he was trying to sell. So one guy was trying to sell for $800. He was selling 10 tickets, so it's $80 per ticket.
Okay.
But that covered Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay,
like you had a ticket for Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Then that's not bad. That's worth it. But for
Yeah.
one night, and that's what I was confused about, because I was like, okay, it was an
Well, that's
or
the
question.
thing. That's why he was saying, well, if it's just for one night, then $85 per person. But if you got the bundle for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, he'd give it all to you for $800, but it's $80 per ticket.
person.
Okay, yeah, but that I would have done it.
Yeah, because you go Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, I would have sold you. And Henry would have been able to go. That's why when it was like Friday and Saturday, I was like, no, I'm not gonna. I was like, I can't. Like, I never know if Henry's gonna work or not.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like playing. So when it was like Thursday, I was like, oh, for sure we can go on a Thursday. But
yeah, it's I'm excited for that.
I'm gonna do it. Like
we were trying to look for tickets though, but
Are you gonna do it?
I don't know. The guy gave us his number.
Oh, okay.
Some old man.
Okay.
Some old man named James.
With the microphones.
Me too.
Some old man named James.
I'm
He
a
showed us
baby.
the tickets. I was like, okay.
He was trying to hustle y'all. Shout out to James.
I was like, that's a
Don't do
lot.
that, you could hear it on the thing.
Sorry. He was like, that's a lot. We told him that's a lot. He was like, actually, it's not. And like he broke it down to
would say that to
Yeah.
you.
Of course. Yeah.
So
and he broke it down, and I was like, I don't know.
So if you're from Houston and you got any cook-off tickets
Please
for us,
let us know. I want to go so bad.
Hit us up in the DMs. I love the cook-offs.
Me
They're
too.
so much fun.
I think it's funner than the rodeo.
It is funnier than the rodeo. It is. Like, it's like the best part of the rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not too crazy about the lineup this year.
Yeah, me neither. And then I was like, Go Tejano Day, like, who is that?
Me neither. I don't know. A lot of people don't know who that is.
And then, you know how usually they have like Latin night? Like last year they brought Ricky Martin. Like, they don't have a Latin night this year either. I don't really feel like, I mean, they have who for Black Heritage, like Bumby. But that's it. Don't they usually have like more people?
They just
like
show
a pop
up,
person. Yeah.
Yeah, like a pop person. Like, there's no pop people.
Like
no, you know who it is?
Who?
Machine Gun Kelly. That's who it is.
Ew.
And I was like,
I thought that was Rock Night.
emo girl. No,
That's
Is
Rock
that his
Night.
name?
I don't know. I don't even listen
They
to his
have a
music.
Rock Night. That he's a Rock Night.
He's the Rock Night. Okay, pop.
Who's pop? Like, there's no
put it in my head. Who the
pop.
hell is it? Look it up.
And
I
like
could've
all the
sworn it was
country
Machine
singers
Gun
they brought, like they always bring And I was like,
Cody
him,
Johnson's like everybody loves
Kojo.
Cody Johnson. Like
Kojo.
my husband's obsessed with Cody Johnson.
Really?
Like, yeah, he has really pretty music. But I'm like, they didn't bring none of the big guys. Like Alan Jackson's not coming.
Kane Brown.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well,
Everyone's like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I mean, like Kane Brown.
I mean, I'll
love
listen,
him.
you know, but I think the people I probably will go see is Brad Paisley,
Oh,
Cody
that's
Johnson.
Everybody.
Chris
I think Kenny
Stapleton
Jones-
and Zach Brown.
I want
Zach Brown.
to go see Zach Brown.
Yeah.
I do.
Zach Brown.
Oh, New Kids on the Block is pop night.
Oh, okay. That makes
Oh,
sense.
okay.
All boomers will go there.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to.
Just kidding. Before you kill
Well,
me.
she can go and Kelly. He's not
Like
even
that.
like. I like Chris Stapleton too.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like the
yeah.
definition. I want a big boy. I think that's what.
Yeah, and,
What a
Luke Combs,
secret
there's some big
secret.
boys.
Yes. Oh, I love Luke
Homegrown
Combs.
boys, for real.
But I don't think Luke Combs is coming this year, is he? No.
No. He's probably too expensive, to be honest.
I like Brooks and
It's
Dunn.
like,
Two.
not in the budget. I only know one song.
I think I went to see them last
No, two.
year or two years
That's
ago.
it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
But anyways, if you're
Yeah.
on the Houston Lifestyle Show Rodeo Committee, y'all's lineup sucks this year. Just FYI. It's usually like amazing. Like,
well,
it's like,
whoever
oh, yeah.
picks, who's ever on the committee that picks the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let them know that whoever's coming for Go Tejano night, like that's not Tejano music. That's I don't want to offend people, but that's like I don't know what kind of music that is. That's not Tejano music.
Oh, don't ask me. I never know who's going.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about.
But
Going into
Yeah, I was
our
about to say.
topics for today.
Taylor brought some good topics with her.
She did.
I'm so excited.
She's gonna get tropes. No,
Say
I'm just
it.
kidding. I know. I gotta stop messing with that. I don't know why. I always have something. I always need to do something with my hands.
I know. I'm
I
trying
gotta
to
stop.
just sit here like.
But okay, Taylor, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Oh God.
I'll introduce Taylor. So this is my.
Please. I don't know what to say about myself.
So we thought about bringing Taylor on because Taylor has supported us since day one, of course, as Yasmin did. She was very excited for us for the podcast, and not just that, she's always given us amazing topics. And
Literally.
Mina and I were like, what?
We're like,
We
why
didn't
should
even
we
think
think
of
of topics?
And I'm like, why don't you just do like your own thing? She's like, no, I'll just live through y'all. I'll vicariously live through y'all.
I'm just scared.
And then we're like, you need to come on because like we have the best conversations with you, and so that's why she's here. We also work together. Woo woo to the corporate girly life.
The corporate girly life. So we can
Corporate
actually
life.
talk about that.
Yeah.
Because I did know that you had mentioned to Giselle how people, small business owners, like they try to belittle like a corporate 9-to-5 girl.
Corporate girl.
And it's like some of us really do enjoy working the 9-to-5.
Working for the man.
Yeah,
essentially.
like
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you work for the man, but you don't stress, dude. Like you stress
Yeah.
like when stuff happens, you know. Which I mean, props to people who do have their own small business, but some people are okay with
Working there 8 to
Working
5.
working
there
there
9
9
to
to 5. Yeah.
8 to 5, 9 to 5.
Yeah, and to kind of go into that, it's not necessarily saying to small business owners like, okay, they're bullying the 9-to-5 girly. It's just sometimes it comes across as if they're trying to essentially shit on working a
Schedule.
9 to 5, working a schedule.
Yeah.
Like-
So it kind of becomes a little bit much where it's like, oh, like while y'all are out working, like I'm my own boss. I can make my own hours. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a 9-to-5, I mean, you can still do whatever the hell you want. It's just time management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. That's kind of where I get lost when they go into the tangents of trying to explain the freedom of owning your own business or working for yourself. And it's like you can still have the same freedoms as someone who does work for themselves. It's just a matter of managing your time.
Your time better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like most small businesses work weekends. I love not working weekends.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love not working weekends. Like I used to work at a place where we worked Saturdays. Like I worked at a bank. And now that I work just Monday through Friday, the only thing I wish I I did still have from that job was like I would work Saturday like till 1, and I would have a day off during the week. So I got to do like appointments and stuff. What was that? During like the week. But I'm like, but I love like now, like my friends are like, oh, like this weekend, like let's do something. And I'm like, oh, I can do it. Like I don't have to think twice about it because I don't work like for sure on the weekends.
And I can, now that we're talking about that, like I remember I used to be friends with this girl who did makeup, and so she stopped and she told me that she just hated that she couldn't do anything on the weekends. Like,
especially like
she was booked from Thursday through Sunday. So yeah, she was off Monday through Wednesday, and she made great money.
Yeah.
But Thursday through Sunday, like she couldn't do crap.
Yeah.
And like she hated missing out on that stuff.
Yes.
Like, she would just be so tired from being on her feet all day doing makeup. And like she had a boyfriend at that time, and like she couldn't really be with him, and like and then she would miss out on family stuff, and then on Christmas, and she stopped doing holiday makeup because like people would book her. She couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So it was just like, yeah, Monday through Wednesday I'm free, but I'm really
all
not
my friends are
doing
not.
much. Yeah, like what am I gonna do?
All my friends are working. Like what am I gonna do by myself? But I do feel like both things have like their pros and cons.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I do feel like you shouldn't belittle somebody just because that they are working like a 9 to 5 and they're happy working their 9 to 5. Especially when you have kids and your kids go to school, you want those weekends to be available to them.
Exactly. I was gonna say that. Like I feel like the 8 to 5 does work, or 7 to 4, whatever you work. It works with your kids' schedule, especially when they're at school.
Yeah. Like
because if you work on the weekends, I mean, your kid's still not really seeing you.
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on what you do.
Yeah, for sure. It does depend, but I mean, like you said, there's pros and cons to both of them. So
and one isn't necessarily better or
worse,
more important than the other.
Yeah, better or worse. Also, a lot of little business owners, like they say, they quit working for the man, the 8 to 5, not realizing that working for yourself, you work 24 hours.
Yeah, I've seen that. Like they're like, I stopped working 40 hours to work 300 and something hours a week.
Yeah,
because I'm always working.
Because you're working for yourself.
Yeah, you're always
very
working.
exhausting.
And it's like, I mean, I do see also like how people are like, yeah, but it's like doing something for me.
Yeah.
Like it's like, and so like that's understandable. But also like, whatever works best for you is what's okay with you. Like it doesn't mean that
whatever
the
makes
job
you happy.
of somebody that's working a 9 to 5 like isn't satisfying them, and it's not oh my god, fulfilling them. Yeah, like some people are happy with that, and some of us like we enjoy, like I like having a schedule. I like having my schedule. I mean,
I like
routine. Do I wish I was rich and like didn't have to work?
If I could just be a millionaire, that's different.
Yeah.
I don't have to work at all.
But I mean, I enjoy my schedule. I enjoy waking up, getting my day started, like doing something.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's whatever, like you say, like whatever works for you. Like that's that's what's best for you. And I feel like people don't understand that.
Yeah, for sure. It's just whatever makes you happy at the end of the day. Some people are okay, satisfied, like you said, working at 8 to 5. I like my little routine schedule.
Yeah.
But also, do we feel like we want to grow in this? Yes, of course.
Of course. Support us.
But also, I don't see myself like how we want to. Okay, so how this and much more, they all have like little businesses on the side, like Evelyn and Rolly. Like, I think that's so cool. But, and then I tell you, like, we talk about it, like, I don't know what else I could, like, I think about stuff, but I don't want to go, not, this and much more doesn't do this, but I see other people do it. Like, they vlog everything they do. Like, I can't see myself doing that.
I feel like I could see myself doing that,
I can't.
but it's a lot of work, and it has to be something that, like, that's all you're doing. Because if you work a full-time job, you're a mom, you're a wife, you have to clean, cook, do laundry.
That's what I'm saying.
Like all these things, and it's a lot. Like, okay, like I posted, I think a total of 3 recipe videos on my TikTok this week. And I feel like by the 3rd one I got the hang of it, but it did make my cooking time longer because I had to stop to record and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do people, like, because I think TikTokers that are getting paid, like, I think they have to post like 4 videos a day. And I'm like, I cook, like, I meal prep. That's all I can post. Like,
you have to make.
How do I create more content?
You have to create it all within one.
Yeah, so that's what I was
Like
saying.
that,
So I was like, okay,
yeah.
like I can post a meal prep thing, but I guess I can then post like the recipe for each meal prep thing I did.
Yeah, and then you could post like your daughter eating it or your husband eating it or like cheers and y'all are
Yeah, like so
yeah.
I'm like, but it's like work. Like it's like
Yeah, it
it's
is.
work to do it and then it's work to edit it. So I'm like, I feel like I could do it if that's the only thing I was doing.
Yeah, and
Like,
I just
yeah.
feel like it would be annoying too. Like, wait, Rob, Rob be like, what the hell? I'm trying to eat. We gotta take this TikTok real quick.
Literally.
Content
Hey, but
creator.
Bush Beans commented on my Chapel
I
Beans
know, I
video.
saw.
Like they commented on it and they were like, "Oh, it looks
Who did?
delicious." Like the Bush
Bush
Beans,
Beans.
Oh, Bush
the
Beans.
brands. Yeah, I tagged
Oh, the
them.
baked beans.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I did the pinto beans.
Oh,
yeah,
they're
I
like
used
all
them to
bunch of
make
beans.
like
Oh, okay.
yeah, I used them to make chowder beans, like Mexican chowder beans.
Yeah.
And so I tagged them and they did comment on it. They liked it and they commented on it and they were like, "Looks delicious. Feel free to tag us in any other recipes you make or anything like that." So I'm like, sponsor me, dude. Like,
Bush Beans
Yeah,
listen
that's
to
what
me.
and I was like, and honestly, like I do make a lot. Like I even like the tostadas I made, I used Bush beans, like refried. I used their
Yeah.
refried beans, and then
I
when
love
I
their
meal
black
prep.
refried beans.
Okay, so when
My
I meal
favorite.
prep, and like this week I'm gonna do the fajita bowls. So I use the Bush black beans for my fajita bowls. Like, and I'm like, I really could do another video, so I'm gonna do another one. Bush beans, sponsor me.
Just keep using Bush Beans. Anything Bush.
Yeah.
That's all they have is beans.
For real.
Just Bush Beans.
Yeah, it's just beans, but they
Yeah,
have different
so-
ones. Like they have
okay.
like garbanzo, pinto, refried black. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you can make a lot of recipes
Okay.
Exactly.
from them. And I have my golden retriever dog that comes out on their commercials too.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah,
I'm like,
oh
I
my
think
my
about
dog
it.
could get sponsored too.
Make a whole TikTok for some. See,
Just for
it's
Sebas.
It's
Well,
Sebastian.
his name's Sebastian, but we
That's your son's name too. My dog and your son have the same name.
Oh my god, no, but he has a human name.
Oh,
Like he has a human name.
Yeah.
He's a real person.
Like if my name would have been a boy, we would have named her Sebastian. So
I
it was
love
like,
that was
their
we got a
baby.
dog.
And
Yeah.
that's not even.
But they call him
Sebastian's
Sebas.
real name, technically.
Yes, it is.
It-
Yes, it is. I don't care what Edward. I don't care what Edward says.
Oh my goodness.
He already says we just defend women on here.
Oh my god.
Of
Anyways.
course.
Anyway,
Women are like the price possession. We're the right ones always.
the
He
prize.
was saying
the
that
prize always.
we only defend women or like talk about women, but there's no guy perspective. So we
Oh, but
we
that's
don't
coming
like-
soon.
We gonna have guys.
That's
Don't worry
coming
about it.
soon, yeah. I'm really excited for that, like to get a guy's point of view.
Me
I'm
too.
excited to have our husbands on here. because
Yes,
I feel
that's gonna be so much
it's
fun.
gonna be so
I
funny.
can't wait for that.
I was
Especially,
gonna be talking his head off.
I was gonna say, especially because Rob
He's
and
used to
Henry
it.
are so different.
Yes,
Like
that's what I'm
Henry's
saying.
like a little baby.
All right, you guys, welcome back.
We've
We've been back for a while.
I know. We had
I think that's gonna be the initiation for everybody.
cut out
Like
some
that they're gonna
beans.
clap
Everybody has to
with
clap.
yourself.
Yeah.
But we're back. We just wanted to talk, touch the subject really quick about one of the topics that we did want to discuss with Taylor, which is plastic surgery on women, like whether it's like whatever it is that you've gotten done or haven't gotten done or your opinion on it, but we just wanted to get like an insider's perspective of it. So
Yes.
Taylor, like what is your opinion on plastic surgery?
I'm gonna have to say go for it.
Mm-hmm.
One, because I did do it.
Mm-hmm.
And second of all, if you have something that
Like bothers
you
you?
absolutely cannot stand about yourself, you wake up every day, you look at it, get teased for it, whatever,
Yeah.
and you have the means and the time and the energy to spend on fixing it surgically, go for it. Because a lot of people will say, oh, just go to the gym. Okay, cool. But why would I do that when I can just sit on a table for 2 hours and come out fucking perfect?
Yeah. No, for
I don't want to
sure.
waste
No,
2
true.
years of something that I know, me personally, like I'm not, like, I know that I'm not very gym consistent
Okay.
and not gym motivated. Going to the gym does not motivate me. Like seeing results does not motivate me whatsoever.
Really?
I did do the Alexia's challenge though.
Yeah.
That I actually did commit to. I did miss days.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what I just said about myself. I'm not gym motivated. Did enjoy that. Did love that. But like I said, if you see something you hate and you want to fix it, just go fix it.
Yeah, and then there's also things that like you can go to the gym and anything and you're not gonna lose it. Like for instance, my double chin. Like, and it's like something I critique all the time, and I'm like, I want to get it done, but I know like in Mexico it's cheaper, but my husband's like, no, you're not gonna go to Mexico. And then here I'm like, dude, they're charging me like 5 times what they would charge me over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
But not even
it's something that I would do.
Not even just, it's something you can't lose. Like, let's just say your double chin, but there's people who their figure's just like straight.
Yeah, also
They
that's
don't
what I was
have
gonna
curves.
say. Like,
Yeah,
you
they don't
can
have
go to
curves.
the gym, you're not gonna grow an ass because it's not in your genetics. You're not gonna grow hips,
Or you're not going to get an itty bitty tiny waist like you want
And a
to.
big,
you're not gonna have an hourglass figure. Because
You're not gonna
it's not,
you're not gonna get hips. You can't grow that. Like, it's,
Yeah.
it's how your body.
It's how your body's
genetics.
built. Yeah.
like, go take it up with God, you know, and the plastic surgeon, because you can't go to the gym. You can't grow it. It's not going to happen.
It's not gonna make it.
So,
big
and that's,
or
and I
anything.
feel, I can't really say that because I didn't try. I didn't try to go. I didn't try to grow
Yeah.
it. I was just like, you know what? I'm tired of it. Like, I would get teased for it, and like I would tease myself for it, and I would get dressed, and I would see like my friends, who have curves and stuff, and I'm like, fucking me looking like the little fucking tripod right there. Like, and it was so annoying.
You've always had big boobs.
It was so, but like, who cares about titties?
People
Like,
care
I
about
just wanna
titties.
cut 'em
I
off.
want titties.
I feel like some
I
guys
got a
are
boob.
strictly
I'm already
titties.
looking into like cutting mine off. I hate them.
Oh, reducing? I would do it.
Stop.
I swear, I want to like a look, because the look that I like is like the little waist and like the big butt, and you can wear like those little baby tees.
You see?
And
You
like
see?
your
I
nips
talked
come
about
out,
this.
and like you have little tiny boobs.
Yeah, like, and it's like,
and I can't do that. Mine will like fall out the bottom
not
and like
just
hang
that.
to my fucking
We look
kneecaps.
slutty doing it.
I
We
can't do that.
Not my kneecap.
Play soccer with my fucking titties.
Oh
I
my
can't
God, shut
do
up.
that. So now I want them to cut them off.
Stupid Taylor.
So for anyone who cares, or for anyone who doesn't care, you're still talking about the titties.
No, I'm just thinking of titties. Like just hitting the soccer
That's
ball.
exactly what it would look like.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God, that was funny.
Tube socks for tits. So, like I was saying, for anyone who cares, anyone who doesn't care, I got a BBL in 2021.
Yeah.
Is it 2021?
Oh my God, that's recent.
Yeah.
I thought you've like had it.
Oh no, girl.
No?
I've only had it for a year, some change. I went to Mia Aesthetics in Austin. And the doctor's name was Dr. Sharara, but he's no longer there. So if y'all go look him up, who knows where he went? If you look him up and you find him, let me know, because I don't know where he went. I was gonna book with him to like fix my boobs because I enjoyed what he did, but I don't know where he went. He just randomly quit.
I feel like
So-
your body looks really natural though.
And I think what attributes it to it looking so natural on me now is because like I fucked up and I gained a lot of weight after the fact.
Oh, okay.
So I think when I first initially booked, I was like 155 or something like that.
Oh, you were tiny.
But now I'm like, we're not going to disclose what it is now. But it's a lot more than what it was when I initially booked.
Yeah.
So when they tell you like, oh, don't rely on your results, like you, whatever. And at first when people told me that, I was like, well, I mean, scientifically it makes sense why you wouldn't gain weight anymore, but clearly we're here and we're large and in charge. So that's a fucking lie. And you can, so you do. And it's kind of a full circle thing. Like you get surgery and you think, okay, I'm going to rely on these results. It looks so good, da, 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 da. And you kind of throw like kind of, not necessarily throw your health to the side, but you just kind of bet off the fact that, okay, I got surgery.
Yeah.
Like I look good. No one can tell me shit. Eat whatever you want. You're like, ha, ha, ha. And then
it still comes back. Like the weight
and
comes
then
back.
guess what? You have to go to the gym. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like
So it's like, damn,
hence the challenge that I booked.
like to me it's like if I'm gonna get it done, which like I would want to get like my what's it called, lipo,
Tummy tuck?
like tummy, like lipo just on like this area, just because I don't have extra skin, but I feel like that's the hardest part to lose fat on, which is like on our C-section. But I'm like, I feel like if I were to get just lipo, like it would be gone because I don't have the extra skin. But Oh my God, dude, I keep losing train of thought. I've been doing this all fucking week, dude.
Me too.
Can I ask you though, how much?
Yes.
What do you mind saying? How much
Oh,
it was?
yeah,
in total?
okay. That's what I was gonna say. So I feel like spending so much money like on something, like I would go to the gym because I'm like, dude, I didn't spend all this money
You
and
would
go
think,
and go
but
through the
we're here.
pain like of doing
No.
it just to like you know, like at least just to like I probably would still eat like easier, like I'd be easier on my eating, like I
Sure.
would give in to my cravings and stuff.
Sure.
But I would go to the gym because I'm like, dude, I didn't suffer and pay all that much
Yeah,
for
that's
nothing.
true.
So going back to Giselle's question.
Oh yeah, would you mind like telling everybody how much in total you spent? Like an estimate.
Including like aftercare, fajas.
Everything.
Oh my. Okay.
Surgery first.
Surgery was 6,500.
Okay.
Okay.
You paid, I believe, a 10% like to book the date, and then over just 30 days before it has to be paid. So they don't give a
Okay.
damn if you do it monthly, weekly.
And
who
that's
cares?
not bad.
That's not bad.
But now I guess because they're so popular, they start $8,000-$10,000.
Yeah, that's what I was
Damn.
gonna
So
say.
I guess I got one when they like weren't as cool.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why. But anyway, so it was like 6,600. Fajas run you 120
Yeah.
to
Oh.
up, depending on how custom, where you get them, all of that each.
Yeah.
And you need multiple because your body's shrinking because you're
So you have to
swollen,
keep buying.
and then you're getting the swelling down. So you have to keep sizing, getting smaller ones, getting it tailored, altered, whatever the hell you do. And then the post-op massages, those run you about $90 to $200-ish each.
Oh
and
my
you have to
God.
get 10 of them, 10 to 15 of them,
How painful were they?
I was gonna say on a scale of 1 to 10.
like 20.
Yeah.
I remember
That's what
the
I've heard.
first- That first video, she sent me a video of like her getting
Was she
massaged,
screaming?
and she was like, "Oh my god!" Like her eyes were watering. She was like she.
You can hear me
could
breathe
tell,
like I was
she
giving
wanted
birth
to,
in
like,
a pool. You would think someone was
scream.
giving birth
Oh
in
my
there.
gosh.
She was saying the birth was so much easier than that.
Yeah, I would have 10 more fucking kids than do those massages ever again.
Oh my God.
Um,
I've heard that they're like really painful. One of my friends, her sister just got a BBL too. Or no, she didn't do a BBL, but she did lipo 360, I think.
Okay.
And so she had to get the massages too. And she went with her and she was like, dude,
she
like she was
have-
like crying, screaming, like she was like,
Oh,
and
you
she
hear the women in there.
and she like didn't want to go to her next one from the pain. And they were like, we have to, and then like they had to
Reopen them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Fantastic.
say.
That was my
They
favorite
have to
part.
like basically cut you back open, like cut your little
stop.
tear open.
No, they get
Drain you, right?
dry ass Q-tips. They don't even try to lube up the Q. Well, where I went the first time, they don't even try to lube up the Q-tip.
oh my gosh,
Them
no.
big ass fucking Q-tips. So she's like, oh, okay, and she just shoves it in there
Oh
and twists it
my
around and
gosh.
pulls it back out and just starts pushing on you. And God knows what's coming out of those holes. And you just
Yeah.
have holes like leaking from your body. It was fucking disgusting. And so I'm like, God damn.
Just cringe.
Oh no! See, I couldn't.
That's the
I feel
part I
like
couldn't.
I feel like I would do it. Like I
I'm
would
just
pay the
like-
money and everything, but I'm just like, I'm scared. Like I'm like that's not for the weak.
And
like,
it's really not. And it kind of gets me that and when I would watch, because I did
Yeah.
my research watching videos about surgery and the aftercare and all of that stuff, none of the girls that post videos like that show you or tell you about the massages. They don't tell you how painful it is. They don't tell you
Yeah.
that they have to reopen your incisions for a couple of
Yes.
days. They don't tell you how disgusting it is and things coming out of your body that you didn't even know could come out.
oh my gosh.
And what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like, what you can and can't do anymore and all of that. They don't post videos like that at all. They just post, oh, this is me going into surgery. And then maybe a couple of days where they're kind of like lunched over and then their next video is, oh, I'm 6 months post-op, and they're sitting down and just like dicking around in public.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what happened to all the fluids and secretions that are coming out? Like, where are those videos at? And I did, honestly, I was going, because I have tons of videos in my phone from when I was doing the surgery and the massages and stuff like that. I've thought about posting videos like that, but
Like reality.
yeah.
I remember because I think you sent me a video of like all the puppy pads you had, and there was like blood all over them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like from her walking to the room to the restroom, she had puppy pads. Like, like if we had them here going all the way to your restroom and back, and there was just blood everywhere,
Dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just have to.
No, you're fine.
And
I was just like, oh, that's so cringe. I could never. Like, I want to do surgery on my boobs. Like, I hate my boobs. Like after breastfeeding, it's horrible. But I'm scared.
I'm scared to be put to sleep.
I'm not scared to be put to sleep. You can put me to sleep. It's
I'm
the
scared to be put to
aftercare.
sleep.
And I can go into detail about that
hurts.
too.
I hear the
About being
aftercare
put to
hurts.
sleep?
Put to sleep, yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I'll just take you from the beginning. So
Yeah.
you get there early as fucking tits in the morning. Like fucking 4 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
You have
Yeah,
to
that's
get
early.
there. Or depending on what time they give you. I got like the earliest fucking time. So get there and you walk in. You obviously like check in or whatever and you wait. They call you in, they mark you up and draw little pictures and stuff like on your ass and whatever.
Yeah.
And then they take you and they explain to you and they make you sign waivers. Like if you die, not our problem. You pay them, all that stuff. So, and I actually had a mishap with payment because I didn't want to carry around that much amount of money in cash. We drove there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I made a cashier's check and I was going to give it to them. They're like, oh no, like we need the cash.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like what fucking bank is open at 5 a.m? So I had to like delay my surgery time till Chase opened, cash my own check with my own money, give my own cash and go back and give them the cash. And then I feel like, sorry, Mia, I feel like they forced me into buying their fajas that they sell in their clinic.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, the doctor, the doctor's not going to work with what you brought. And I'm like, make it enough, bitch. Like they're expensive.
Yeah.
And so I kind of argued with her back and forth for a little bit. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll buy the shit. Fine. So bought it, whatever. So then sign paperwork, pay the money, buy the little garment. And then the anesthesiologist comes and he gets you. He was really nice. Don't remember his name, but he was really nice. They take you to the back and they're playing like Latin music.
Yeah.
Like salsas and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like loud. And there's like maybe 5 or 6 doctors just standing there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
what the heck?
Yeah, like it looks like those crazy like psycho killer movies. And I kind of look around and just like, that's funny. Like, why are there so many people in here? And I'm like butt ass naked in this little paper gown they give you. And they're like, and they asked me, okay, go ahead and lay on this cold ass metal table. It's not even like the little cushion ones. No, it's
like the one you're on when you get a C-section.
Yeah, or I don't know.
Yeah.
You take your dog to the vet, they stick a dog on there. That's essentially what it looked like.
It's a surgery table. Yeah.
So
looks scary.
Yes. And they had the table had 2 attachments where you put like your arm.
Yeah, that's like a C-section table.
And it freaked me out because I never experienced that. So they asked me, okay, go ahead and lay down on there. And they
really quick
break.
Yeah. Or you think we could keep going?
I think we can go.
Okay.
You got like 5 more minutes. Okay, keep going.
God. Okay, so lay me on the table. They start strapping my arms on the table.
Were you on your stomach or on your?
I was on my back.
Okay.
I was laying on my back, which was odd to me because I'm like, the area's in the back. What y'all doing? So I put my arms there and they start strapping my arms in.
Oh my God.
And
so
I'm
scary.
like freaking out. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And so he starts explaining to me, we're going to give you like the good stuff, because they give you an IV.
Yeah.
So he puts something in my IV and it feels like hella cold.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh no, like that's just saline, blah, blah, blah. I guess they're like clearing the line or whatever.
Yeah.
So they do that. And then he asked me, okay, go ahead and count back from 10. And she like puts this big fucking mask, like a Bane mask on my face, has all these little tubes next to it. And I'm just there strapped like fucking Jesus on a cross or something. Like, what the hell's going on? And I don't even remember saying 10. And I just remember cold, just black. Nothing, didn't dream about anything. It was just boop. The next thing I remember, I woke up And I remember it being very, very, very freaking hot, like between my legs.
Okay.
Very hot. Yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like waking up out of it. And I was on my back. Mm-hmm. And my first thought was, they didn't do a BBL on me.
Oh, because you were on your
Because
back.
in my mind, I was on my back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. If I wake up and I have like ginormous tits or something else is going on, I'm going to be upset. And and then my second thought was, why is it so fucking hot between my legs? And the nurse comes and she's like, oh, you're awake. And I'm like, cool. And she, so what it was is there was a heater between my leg. I don't know why they put that there.
Yeah.
I guess because when you come out of anesthesia, that people are sometimes cold or shaky. Whatever.
Yeah.
And that I was like just convulsing. I could not control myself.
Yeah.
And I'm in my mind, I'm like, Taylor, like get it fucking together.
Yeah.
All these people are looking at you. Like, what are you doing shaking for?
That's how I was for my C-section.
I was like in the middle of it. But I want to talk about that. Yeah.
And so it was very cut dry. There was no remorse or any type of like how do you describe this? There was no kind of sense of, okay, let me just be careful with this person because they just got surgery. It was you're up, let's hurry up. You maybe got like 15 people behind you. Like, let's get this shit on the road. So that's what it felt like to me, the little charge nurses.
It's blurry. Stop.
Oh.
It's like super blurry. What
happened?
I didn't even look at that.
I just blurred the heck out. Look, it's super. Is it me?
No,
Am
it
I
is
the
blurry.
It's super blurry.
Let me see.
It's trying to grab some. It's trying to grab something.
No, it got
There it goes. Is it blurry again?
Yeah, it's blurry.
We might have to finish on your phone. Sorry, we had to fix the camera real quick. But so you were saying it was like they had no remorse. They were just like, come on, get up, go
Yeah,
move.
let's go. We have people behind you. So kind of like the DMV.
Is it doing it again?
So
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it.
okay. So they get me up, but I'm in and out of what's going on.
So you literally
I'm
had to
trying
stand up and like get up.
And when I stood up,
Oh God.
It was like a gush of whatever was used, because I'm under the impression that when they do lipo, they have to use some type of fluid to separate the fat from the tissue, muscle, skin, whatever. So all of that just dropped to the ground, and I apologize to the lady for it happening, but I'm pretty sure she's used to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she just turned me around, like sat me in a wheelchair, and there was like a back door.
Yeah.
And so they just rolled me out of this back door, and my mother-in-law was in the car. Like, obviously, I guess they told her, hey, pull around. We're just going to dump
Wait,
her
so
to
you
in the back.
literally just woke up and they just took you to the car?
Absolutely. That's what happened.
They didn't tell you no aftercare, nothing?
I'm pretty sure they explained that to her. They didn't explain anything to me.
Oh.
They told Veronica everything.
Oh, okay.
So
like, what the
they kind of just,
Why is it?
you've seen those little memes where they just throw people out of wheelchairs. That's essentially what it felt like. So put me in the back of the car. I guess they're explaining shit to her. I get to the house, and my abdomen is just on fire from the inside.
Oh my gosh.
It feels like you're burning from the inside out, and there's just nothing you can do about it. So they prescribe you like pain pills, but they give you Tylenol 3s. That's
Nothing.
not gonna work for me.
what are they called?
Some perks.
Yeah, some perks. Need some perks.
I need some fucking perks. No, they're probably like, oh, this bitch can't have perks. But they gave me Tylenol 3s. So they gave me Tylenol 3s. It didn't work. But luckily, what I did was I went to a like CBD smoke shop or whatever, and bought a bunch of like the gummies, like the whatever. And so ate those, messed myself up. So when I had my follow-up appointment, I was just like, just happy to be here. I don't know what anyone's saying to me. I don't know what's going on. I'm in pain. Yeah. And then the massage is the same thing. The massages were so painful.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get better until, but the irony of the massages are, you get the massages they feel terrible when you're getting them, but afterwards, because they're pushing out the fluid, you feel so much better.
It'll like.
So that's the irony of the massages. You get them and they feel terrible, but after the fact you feel relieved because you're pushing out
swollen.
all of that. I mean, you're still going to be swollen. If anything, to me, the massages make the swelling worse, but it's pushing out that burning because you can feel the fluid in your stomach burning. Like, you know where it is. But it's so sensitive and so like tender that you can't self-express that. You have to go somewhere where they can't feel it and push it out for you.
Ugh,
okay.
So
that's painful.
But after getting those massages, you do feel better, but getting them is terrible.
Yeah. And you said you had to, was the last one just as bad as the first one?
Oh yeah, they get worse.
Oh my God.
It doesn't get any better until maybe like 2 weeks, and you have to get them every day.
Oh my goodness.
Every single day.
Yeah, she used to send me videos, and I'd just be like, I didn't even care that she was butt ass naked in the video. I was just like, oh my God, I'm never getting surgery. That's all I'm caring about at the moment. All I see is them pushing the thing, and I'm like, oh my God, cringe. Like, I can never. I'm too vagina for that.
And
I'm too scary for that. I don't know if we can say the V word.
Vagina.
You can say that.
You think so?
That's a biological. That's
No.
anatomy
I don't
term.
know. You never know. Like, people get cut off all the time.
I mean, maybe somebody will delete it, like report us if it's like one of the little things, but I don't think so. I feel like it should be okay.
I'm a scary for my potty mouth. But what was I gonna say after that?
That's crazy.
But do you feel like, would you do it again?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like it was worth it for you.
yeah, it really was. And I think what also the inconvenience of the fajas too, because you have to stay in them all day.
Yeah.
And when you're leaking whatever is coming out, it gets on it, so you have to take it off to wash it, wait for it, and by the time you take it off and it washes, you're already swollen again.
Oh my gosh.
So you have to have maybe like 3 or 4. You have to have a faja for when you're washing your other faja, so when you take it off, you can wash the one that you have on. So it's a constant cycle of keeping it on because of the swelling, and it can get worse.
It was a lot.
And a lot of the girls in the surgery groups are like, oh, I'm about 2 or 3 months, and like I don't wear my faja anymore, and I'm like, why?
Like,
what the fuck are you doing?
Because I know people that they didn't continue to wear their fajas, and their body's like not what it should look like.
Probably lumpy as hell.
Yeah.
You wore yours till you're like 6 months, right?
6-7 months. Yeah, you're supposed to wear it for a year.
Yeah.
But I had to cut it off because it's just inconvenient.
Yeah.
It's inconvenient. It's messy.
And then having to go
disgusting.
to the restroom, take it off, like everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, luckily, I bought most of my fajas from Snatch Body, and they have a zipper crotch.
oh, okay.
So it zips from basically belly button to ass crack. So you can
that's
open
good.
it and go to the restroom and clean yourself, and then just zip it back up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, not like the ones that have like the little hole, like.
Yeah, the little
I
cloth
hate
ones.
those.
That,
Like, I'm
but
like-
Tributo fajas, they make them like in Colombia. They're actually custom made fajas, and they're good quality, but they don't have zipper. It's the little tiny.
Yeah, like the cloth. Yeah, like you have to move it over, like. with
Yeah,
your
and it's not
fingers
even that much of an opening.
No, like
I'm
I'm
like,
like, what
I
if
have a lot of
What about
anatomy
the
going
girls
on.
with the, you know?
I have a big burro? Okay.
What about the big girls?
what she said, that is
Yeah.
something that I possess, so I need more room for stuff to happen down there.
we call them burros at my house. Like we'll be like, your burro's fat, or like you have a big burro. Like that's what we call it.
What does that
And
mean? Like
it's just your
English?
vagina.
Oh,
Oh, like you
they
have
just
a
say
big like
The burro
like
is donkey.
vagina.
Oh,
But
But it's like in Spanish, it just
Oh,
is
okay,
burro,
okay.
you know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But I also do
That's
have
crazy.
a big donk too.
That's crazy. Oh, I'm going to ask you, how do you feel about girls who lie about their BBLs or surgery in general?
Why?
Like, why?
No, yes,
Like,
that
why
would,
do they
that
lie?
would be
Why?
my response. Yeah, I mean, but then, like you mentioned, everyone's entitled to their privacy. You don't have to disclose anything to anybody. Like basically, like it's not your fucking business. That's why. But
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone genuinely wants to know because they're appreciating your results.
Yeah, like, bitch, you look good.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would ask in a demeaning type of way.
No.
Or they would ask to be ugly about it, or obviously no one's gonna ask you and then be like, oh well, they did a shitty fucking job. You know?
Right.
No one's gonna say that to you. So half the time they just genuinely want to know. And if you're like, no, just it's built, not bought, bitch, and you're like, okay.
To me, I feel like the problem.
Lie to your
like,
mom.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
To me, I feel like the problem with a lot of people that like lie. It's like if you're on social media or whatever, like, and you started going to the gym and you were praising that the gym gave you the body that it gave you, like the flat stomach that you have, you're setting unrealistic expectations for somebody that is kicking their ass in the gym, and they're like constantly like
beating themselves up, like
why don't
I follow
look
her
like
plan
that?
to a T, and what
Yeah. And it's like, and I don't look like that, even if I completely cut out like all carbs, like anything like that. And it's like, you're setting on, and like a lot of women look up to women, like, you know, like, and it's like,
we should only, but that's
right.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciate though, like when
they're open about
fitness
it.
people who are open about it, because there was this one trainer and she did get a BBL, and she said, she was like, you know, people are saying like, why am I getting a BBL? I'm already fit. And she's like, yeah, but I'm built like athletic. Like, like I want to feel feminine. I don't have curves.
Like Vixen type of.
And she was like, she was just like straight, and like she had a flat stomach. She had like abs. But she's like, I want to feel feminine. I feel like a linebacker. I want to feel like a freaking lady.
I want to be a linebacker with a big ass.
Yeah. And hers
like
was like natural though. It wasn't like a big ass, but she they did give her a little waist, like not a little waist, but little curves, and then the little hips and the little butt. Like I think she got a skinny BBL.
Okay.
And it's like that's real though. Like you're like,
You're
I'm built
being realistic
athletic
about it.
and I want to feel feminine, and that's completely
and she was like, I go to the gym and everything, but I'm not like I'm not gonna build the body that I want to have. And I feel like that's like respectable even.
Like I'd still be like,
I'd still go to your stuff because you're
Yeah,
still fit, girl. Like you still built that body on your own
for sure.
or and you're still maintaining it on your own, you know. But
I
before
need to maintain.
It's hard.
I know Taylor wanted to share a quick story with us.
I was gonna say before we end it, Taylor did want to.
She wanted to make us laugh.
Oh, so I remember when I was still in like the Faja stage, and a lady who was giving,
I'm already laughing.
A lady who I was going to for my massages, she recommended a pineapple tea and like arnica tea for the swelling and all that. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm swollen, and I forgot what the pineapple one does. I think both of them do with swelling.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just going to mix both of them together. And I had like posted it on my Instagram story, and people were replying to it, but whatever. Mixed them together, drank it, and I was like, ooh. And I had a BBL mattress. It has a big old hole in the middle. Put your butt in it, and you can lay on your back. So imagine how hard that was to just like basically fall back, because it's hard to like get around and whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm laying there. I'm on my it's my birthday. I'm by myself watching the Dave Chappelle special on Netflix by myself. And my stomach starts hurting, and I'm like, whatever, who cares? I'm just gonna lay here. And then it really starts to hurt, like goosebumps. I'm just sitting here like, oh my fucking. So I'm trying to roll over. I look like a damn turtle, like trying to on its shell and trying to get up, trying to like push myself out. And if I'm like, okay, I have to go to the restroom. Like I have to shit. Oh my gosh. And I'm trying to hurry up, and I kind of roll myself over. And mind you, I'm still in a fucking faja. So then when you know how your stomach, I guess like your body knows you're in the restroom, like you see a toilet and your ass is like, all right, shit now.
Yeah.
Don't even worry if it's on there.
Yeah.
So it just released, and I had my faja on, and it was not even unzipped. So it took me back to infancy, to be honest with you. It felt like
you pooped in your diaper.
Yes, and it's just wet and it's warm, it's wet. It's stuck in there because there's on the fajas, it has like the butt cut out, but there's a film, like there's a little tiny sheer pantyhose tech material that covers the whole. It's not just your ass cheeks out. they do have fajas like that, and that's weird. But and it's just sitting there, and I'm like, okay, well, the shitting myself part is already over. How am I gonna do this in the most clean way?
Like, take it off.
Take it off, because if I just unzip and try to like shake it off in the fucking toilet, I'm like, I'm gonna miss, and it's gonna be a mess. But if I go in the shower, and I'm like, well, if I go in the shower, then I have to clean the fucking shower. That's more work. So what I literally did was like, I just unhooked everything, and then I just kind of like stepped out, and it just started getting everywhere. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It's already everywhere. So I just took it off, took a shower, had to throw the faja away, had to buy a new one.
Gosh.
And it was on my literal birthday. I shit myself on my birthday.
Damn.
Things to keep in mind if you're gonna get a BBL.
Do not mix.
If you're arnica and the pineapple tea, it's like but the pineapple tea is the one, it was in Spanish. And when I checked my phone, people were like, oh my God, like, don't drink that. Like, you're going to shit yourself. And I'm like, great. Had I checked my phone before I drank the shit, or you're supposed to like dilute it in a Kool-Aid jug and only drink a little bit. You don't put the whole tea bag in 1 cup and drink it. It's supposed to be diluted. But I just was like, oh, cool, woohoo. And just mix both of them and drink it. And I did.
That's hilarious.
So,
well, thank you for joining us today, Taylor.
Yes,
I know you want to talk about more. You'll come on again.
But
Taylor will revisit.
It's dying.
I was nervous.
But before we go, our camera's dying. Shout out to everybody who's followed, subscribed. Thank you. We gained like a bunch of followers, a bunch of subscribers. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. We love you, chicas.
Follow us.
Like,
have a great
subscribe to your
Bye.
grandma.
Bye.